What's going on, my dudes? Oscar checking in. Got a new video for you. This is now, we're actually in the middle of January right now, but you won't see this until like February probably. This should hopefully be the first video of February. Yeah, I kind of just want to open the month with this haul video. So I got like a bunch of stuff. I have like 30 something volumes of manga that I picked up, and it really wasn't my intention to pick up this much manga. I actually wasn't even gonna do like a January haul video. I was gonna do a January and February haul video because I really didn't expect to pick up a lot of stuff. But this really wild thing happened where it seems like everything that I want suddenly was either reprinted or like people were selling their collection or whatever, and I somehow just like came into a lot of manga, and some of it's stuff that like I saw on Mercari and like eBay, and people were selling their volumes for like $60 to $70. Even one of the volumes that I got my hands on, I saw somebody sell for like $250, and I'll post a screenshot of it, that somebody sold the same volume that I got for like $13 for $250. That's what I tell people all the time, to just be patient and to like not go insane. Don't spend like these ridiculous sums of money when there's a chance that it'll just get reprinted. Or I don't know if it's just like bragging rights that some people feel like, oh, I paid this much money for it. And it's like, dude, I waited like literally a month and I got the thing that you paid $250 for like $13. Like, I mean, you could have just saved that. But I don't know, collectors are they're an interesting bunch. So as you can see, I'm wearing the Berserk shirt again, and there's a really special reason for me to be wearing this shirt today, and you will see in the collection. I'm sure you saw it if you saw the thumbnail. You've seen why I'm wearing this Berserk shirt, and I really don't want this to take a super long time. I don't want this video to be long because I have like a lot of stuff to get through, so I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, and I'm gonna crack open a drink because I was gonna do this before I turned the camera on, but I'm just gonna do it right now because I'm extremely tired. I worked like 70 hours this week, and I need to wake up to talk about 30 plus volumes. I'm gonna try to do this quick, so let's do this. Yeah, I mean, if you have a drink, crack it open. Let's do this. This isn't a vinyl journey, so like I'm not gonna do all that cheers stuff, but yeah, crack open your drinks. This is a manga journey. I was kind of like debating before I even turned the camera on, like, how am I gonna do this? And I did this really cool thing where I ended up with 2 copies of the same book. So I have two copies of Monster Volume 1, and the reason I have 2 copies is I bought somebody's copy on Mercari for like $40, and then I saw somebody had like most of the set, and I bought somebody's set. The only volume that they didn't have was Volume 5, and what happened was like I made a bid, and I was like, well, my bid isn't gonna win. Somebody will outbid me, and they'll end up, with it. There's Volume 2. I was like, and they'll end up with the monster set, and fuck it, I'll just like over time. And I was just like, over time, I'll build my monster set. Nope, I ended up winning. So of course I had to pay for it. This is Volume 4. Of course I won, so I had to pay for it, and ended up with 2 copies of Volume 1. I'm going to give one to my friend Justin, who is also a writer. He's a great dude. So this is Volume 6. The only volume I don't have is Volume 5. And I can't even find Volume 5 anywhere. Like, nobody's selling their copy of Volume 5. So that's going to be tough. It's kind of like turning into... this is Volume 7. It's turning into my thing with 20th Century Boys, where like I have pretty much all of 20th Century Boys except Volume 2 and 21st Century Boys, and there's Volume 8. So I have this by Urasawa. So I have all of most of Monster by Urasawa. The only one I don't have is Volume 5. So I could start, these and, work my way through it. And then once I hit Volume 5, maybe just read it online, if I don't have Volume 5 yet, once I pick up Monster. But this was a pretty nice haul, because like I got all this, I got a lot of like Urasawa stuff. And you know what? Let's just keep this Urasawa train going. I was going to jump around a little bit, but since I got so much Urasawa stuff, let me just show you guys all of the Urasawa stuff. So here is PLUTO. Actually, by the time this comes out, I mean, my video just came out today. Like, I just dropped it this morning. Today is the 29th, and I dropped it this morning. Let's talk about PLUTO. Then I also mentioned PLUTO in another video. also mentioned PLUTO in manga that I'm currently reading. I just finished this volume, so I am now on volume 3 of PLUTO, and I love this story. You know, I don't want to keep repeating the things that I've said about it. So if you want to hear me talk about PLUTO, I mean, there's 2 videos: the manga that I'm currently reading video, where I talk about PLUTO, and then there is the Let's Talk about PLUTO. I'll actually link the Let's Talk about in this. I'll put it in the description. The Let's Talk about the link to the Let's Talk about PLUTO. All right, so this is the volume that I was talking about, where I saw somebody pay like $250 on Mercari for this volume, for this 3rd volume, and I got this same 3rd volume for $13. And it's just like, it kind of like boggles the mind, you know, like, but like I said, you know, everybody has their way of doing things, and if you know what, if you needed it that badly that you had to pay that extreme, you know, exorbitant amount of money for it, then hey, whatever, you know, do you. Here we go, this is volume 4. So yeah, I have the whole set, and I don't know what the hell happened, because like all of these were like out of print, and then suddenly I'm like trying to shuffle some stuff around so I can put these on my shelf. And suddenly everything from PLUTO went on sale. Like, it was out of stock. It was out of print or something, you know, and then out of nowhere all of these just suddenly became available, and I was able to get my hands on them because I was seeing them on sale from Mercari, and people wanted like upwards of like $50, you know, for their volumes of PLUTO. And I love this story so much. You know, it's pretty much like the Astro Boy story, but like redesigned by Urasawa, and it's kind of like a Blade Runner setting, and it's so cool. And like the characters are so well written, and like I said, you know what, if you really want to know more my thoughts about it or whatever, you know, you could always check out the Let's Talk About, and like I said, I'll link it in the description. So yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to see where this goes. I'm like, I haven't started volume 3 yet, but I do have it open. I'm actually currently in the middle of Goodnight Boon Boon volume 2. I'm like near the end of it. And this is another one too, like volume 3 was really difficult to come by, but it looks like it's available on Amazon again. And so this is a really good time to get on Goodnight Boon Boon while it's at a good price, and before it, you know, sells out, and then you have to pay an arm and a leg to get your hands on Goodnight Boon Boon. We've got Gaunt's volume 8, and this is the best arc right here, or one of the best arcs. This is the Osaka Arc. It's actually a lot longer than I remember it being. I didn't remember the Osaka Arc being like super long, but it started in like the other volume, I think like volume 7, and then like somewhere along volume 7, and then it just kind of like pushes over into this volume. And there's even a film on Netflix called Gonzo, which is the Osaka Arc. I even have a mini poster on my wall over there of it, and I'll show you a picture of the mini poster. Yeah, I love this arc. This is legit one of the most brutal and interesting arcs, and it's really cool that they turned it into an animated film. You know, they covered the Osaka Arc. I'm actually going to do a video about this sooner or later, just, you know, kind of giving my thoughts and you know, talking about the Osaka Arc and how it's legit one of the just the best arcs in general. And I kind of wish they would bring the anime back, you know, like do it from scratch, you know, like Mappa, you know, just like bring it back, do it from scratch. But you know what, the fact that it's just like so adult, so R-rated, you know, it would be like really difficult. It's like trying to do Elephant Lead right now. Trying to do Elephant Lead right now would be like impossible, I think. You know, it would have to be like on High Dive or something. But the fact that they did a redo of Healer, you know, there's a chance that it could happen. Finally got my hands on Dorohedoro Volume 3. I still need Volume 2, and I need Volume 30. No, no mistake. Volume 23. I need Volume 2 and Volume 23, but I finally got Volume 3. This went on sale out of nowhere because of the fact that what it was is for me is that like I saw that PLUTO had gone on sale, and I was like, holy shit, you know, if this is on sale right now, that could mean that like other manga is also on sale. And yeah, Dorohedoro Volume 3 went on sale. I didn't see Volume 2, which fucking sucks. It bummed me out a bit. Like, I wish Volume 2 and 23 would go out. I would buy them in a heartbeat, because that's all I need to complete my Dorohedoro set. And yeah, this is one of the last ones I needed. I just need 2 more volumes, dude, and I have the whole set, and I cannot wait to own all of Dorohedoro because I love this series. I adore this series. I've been trying to brainstorm a video that I could do. Let me show you some of this stuff. I was trying to brainstorm a video that I could do about Dorohedoro, and we'll see what I do, because I don't want to do, like, I already mentioned this before, and I actually even have a Die Dark Let's Talk About coming up, and it should be out maybe the week after this video comes out. I did some work on it already. Like, I recorded my intro and outro for the Die Dark video. I just need to do some more work on it, and I'll probably drop that after I drop this. I just wanted to drop this first because I kind of wanted this to be the first video of February, even though I'm recording it after that video. This is Matchel Volume 4. This story is like a battle shonen. That's what it's turned into, is like a battle shonen. And I really don't mess with a lot of battle shonens, but it's pretty simple. You know what I mean? It's kind of turning into One Punch Man. Like, each volume that goes by, legit more and more becomes One Punch Man, to the point where it's getting kind of like, you already know that he's not going to lose. He's never going to lose. And yeah, but it's still, I think it's still good. And I already finished this volume, or the whole thing. It's still a lot of fun, and you know, this kid right here is just a complete fucking idiot, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of those things. You read it because you know it's not serious. You're not looking into anything, you know, deep and meaningful. You just want to see like Harry Potter-esque characters get the shit kicked out of them by One Punch Man. And that's essentially the story. I almost said Parallel Paradise. I actually sold my first volume of Parallel Paradise. That's the only one I had, and I sold it just because, like, I was like, you know what, I don't need to collect more of this. Like, I kind of already, I know where it's going, and there's a YouTuber who kind of like confirmed, you know, where it's going, and he has I forgot what his name is. Dakota Broski, I think that's his name. Yeah, he did a video about it. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning his name. Yeah, he did a video about Parallel Paradise, and I did have the first volume of Parallel Paradise, and I didn't really, I mean, I read it, and I was just like, this is fucking terrible. But then again, I did do a video about Destiny Lovers, and they'll give Destiny Lovers a pass because it reminds me of Prison School, and that's the only reason that, like, I'd give it a pass. Yeah, we got Parallel Paradise Volume 2. Parallel Paradise, Jesus Christ, dude. Hell's Paradise Volume 2, and I never thought I would be able to get my hands on this volume unless I paid like $60, because for whatever reason this is like out of stock for a while, out of print or whatever. I don't know if it was just out of stock, out of print, or whatever, and more have been pressed, I guess, or something. And I know I have my hands on Volume 2 and Volume 3, and there's a story that I want to tell you real quick about Volume 3. So I found Volume 2 and Volume 3, and like, when I found them, like, I kind of didn't really want to, my budget was kind of tight, so I didn't want to get them both at the same time, and like, I bought Volume 2 just because, like, I really need Volume 2 right now, and then I put Volume 3 in a cart, and I was like, okay, whenever I get a little bit of extra money, when I get paid, you know, when my next pay week comes around, I'll get Volume 3, and what ends up happening is, within like a couple hours of seeing that Volume 3 had gone live, it sold completely out. Volume 3 sold completely out, and I was so pissed. I was like bummed out and angry, you know, and it's just like, I was just like, dude, I had it. It was in my cart. I should have just bought the damn thing, but I said, no, I want to wait until I get paid again. But I sat there and, like, I checked every day for a week. I just refreshed and refreshed every single day for a week. Then I saw that Volume 3 that they picked up more copies of Volume 3, and I bought it immediately. I did not sit on it. It took like 2 weeks for it to ship, but I don't even care because I finally got my hands on it. And then here's Volume 4. I'm waiting for like Volume 5 and 6. I think Volume 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 are all in the same limbo where they're out of stock or out of print, and I don't know when those are gonna, you know, become available. But I've been sitting on them. Like, I keep looking, I keep checking, and every time I check, I feel like this is gonna be the time where they're gonna go on sale. And the second they go on sale, I'm hitting buy the second they go on sale. And yeah, this story is insane. I want to do a Let's Talk about this series. What I might end up doing is reading like the first 4 volumes here, and then I'll do like a Let's Talk about, you know, since these are the only ones I can get, like, you know, physical, like, get my hands on physically. And then, you know, once I jump into the rest of it, I think the manga is actually ending soon in English. I think it's over in Japanese, and I think it's ending soon in English. Alright, so I've talked about this series before, To Your Eternity. I have Volume 6 now. Yeah, this series is so good. Like, it's the same creator from Silent Voice, and I saw the movie. I have not read the manga. If you are a fan of the manga, I would love to hear your thoughts on a silent voice. If you're a manga reader, like I'm a huge fan of the film, as I've said, and I like Oima. I like her work a lot. Yoshitoku Oima. I love her work. I feel like, well, because she'd done, you know, a silent voice, and it's really well drawn, and it's a beautiful story, and it's such a sad, engaging, beautiful story, and it's so well written. And I keep wanting to, but I never look up if she actually like learned, you know, sign language to do, you know, signs in the manga. Or, you know what, I know nothing about the author. For all I know, she is actually deaf. I have no idea. Maybe she isn't. But I just think that was a great story. And I'm reading To Your Eternity. I'm actually on, what, volume 5? Yeah, I'm on volume 5. And I bought volume 6 recently. Volume 7 is out of stock, or out of print, like as I've said before, with some of the other stuff. So I haven't been able to get my hands on it. And I'm thinking about just like kind of jumping ahead and getting volume 8, and then, you know, kind of continuing on just in case like those end up going out of stock too, and then I end up getting volume 7, and then I can't get the other volumes because they're out of stock. So it's just like, should I just do that like I did with 20th Century Boys, and like I did with Dorohedoro, you know, just to kind of like have the rest of it, even though I can't get like these specific volumes of the series. I really do want to do a video about the series, just because like I want to talk about it more than superficially, because like when I do these, I just like say a few things and then I kind of move on to the next thing. But the story is so fucking beautiful, dude. It's so well written, and like the character you follow is like an orb that takes on form, becomes like human, takes like on a human form, but has no human emotion, no empathy or anything like that. But like over time it starts to, you know, become human and starts to experience things. But at the same time, there's these creatures that are after it, and they want to take the forms that it assumes, and in taking the forms that the orb assumes, it strips away memories and strips away humanity from the orb. And it's such a well written story. It gives me like chills just thinking about it. It's so fucking wonderfully done, and it's I recommend the hell out of it. I haven't seen the manga, I haven't seen the anime. If you've seen the anime, please tell me if you enjoy the anime, or if you've seen the anime and you read the manga, what do you think is better? I do want to watch the anime, but it's just like I barely even watch anime anymore, dude. I have so fucking little free time that like I watch, like the only thing what I have been watching is Overlord. I've been watching Overlord. I love Overlord. I'm on like season 3. I think I'm like 2 episodes shy of finishing season 3 of Overlord. But I love that show so much, dude. It's so well done. Okay, so here is Blood on the Tracks, Volume 1. I bought this from someone. This is the same dude who did Flowers of Evil. I think he also did Happiness. If he didn't do Happiness, I'm pretty sure he did Happiness though. So yeah, he did Blood on the Tracks, Happiness, and Flowers of Evil. I don't have Happiness or Flowers of Evil, but I do have Blood on the Tracks. I have the first volume. I bought this off of somebody on Mercari, and if you're looking for manga and you can't find it anywhere, I'd suggest checking out Mercari. eBay is alright, I think, but it's not that great. I think Mercari is a better place for finding manga. I haven't started it yet, but I really wanted to get this first volume, and I've been putting it off forever, and now it's like out of stock on Amazon. So it's just like, damn, dude, I really want to have it in the collection for when I'm ready to start it. I know it's like really dark, it's really brutal. I know I've seen a big YouTuber talk about it, and I've seen actually like 2 YouTubers talk about it. So that kind of piqued my interest, and I was like, you know what, let's do it, dude. I'll check it out, and hopefully it's worth the read. And from what I've heard and from what I've seen, it's pretty brutal. And she's a psychopath. Like, you can even tell by looking at this picture that she looks like a fucking nutcase. And she does a really horrible thing that pretty sure results in someone's death. And then the rest of the story kind of, you know, develops from that point and, you know, proceeds forward. That's just my, like, you know, surface level understanding, because I haven't read the story yet myself. But I do plan to. Like, I have like rotating books that I am constantly reading, and I'll show you real quick. And I'm kind of like cutting into my runtime. I'm kind of screwing up my runtime. I was trying to keep this short, but I just want to show you. Like, I did my what I'm currently reading book video, but you know, since then I'm pretty sure I read everything that I had it in there before in my currently reading. So this is my new currently reading. I got Shotgun Volume 2, To Eternity Volume 5. This is my currently reading. Undead Unluck Volume 1, and I'm finally gonna fucking read Raw Hero because Volume 6, I ordered Volume 6 and it's on the way, and I haven't read any of it. And then Chainsaw Man Volume 5. I've read all of Chainsaw Man, and I'm rereading it, and I threw it in my revolving manga, put it in my revolving manga thing that I have. I don't know if I'm going to do another, what I'm currently reading. I might do it if I run out of like content ideas, maybe later on. You know, once some time has passed, you know, a few months or something, then I'll do another like what manga I'm currently reading video. But yeah, let's see, let's move forward. I got Kirudu Kill Me, Volume 1. I think this just came out recently. And then Volume 2, I pre-ordered Volume 2. Yeah, this story's weird. Like, this dude, is he on the cover? I guess he's there. This dude right here. He's over there too. That's him there. He is, like, I guess in love with this girl, and she's a hit woman or something like that, and he pays her to hunt him down and kill him, just so that he has somebody chasing after him. I don't know. It's really weird. It's like really masochistic. It's like God, what's that story? Nagatoro. It's like Miss No was a Please Don't Mess With Me, Miss Nagatoro, or whatever that story is called. Like, that's kind of that's what it makes me think of a little bit. And yeah, she's like a trained killer. I haven't started it yet, but it's gonna eventually, you know, make its way into my revolving currently reading pile at some point, you know, because like I have stuff that like I really want to finish up first, and then, you know, I'll be jumping into this, and maybe I'll do a let's talk about it if I think it's, you know, worth talking about. Pretty sure I'd mentioned in my let's talk about Hitomi-chan is shy with strangers. I'm pretty sure I'd mentioned Gomi can't communicate, and I said, I don't remember if it was that one or a different video. It was either a haul video, or it was either my December haul video, or it was my Hitomi-chan is shy with strangers video. I'd said I would sooner or later end up with Gomi is shy, or Gomi can't communicate. And sure enough, here it is, volumes 1 and 2. I have volumes 1 and 2 of Gomi can't communicate. I have volumes 3 and 4 in a cart, and I should hopefully end up with those sooner or later. Now, this is such a cute story, and I love it a lot. I haven't read the manga yet, but I've been watching it on Netflix. I've been watching it on Netflix, and yeah, I love it. So I'm excited to kick this series off, to read the manga as well, to read the source material. It's so much fun. It's so cute. Like, I can't think of a single offensive thing about this series. It's so inoffensive, dude. It's so adorable, and she's so cute. Gomi is so adorable. She's such a good character, and like, she barely speaks a word because she's so shy, she's so introverted that it's difficult for her to like form a complete sentence without absolutely freaking out, and I recommend it 100%. So yeah, definitely check it out, and I will be reading this really soon, and maybe I'll do a let's talk about, or maybe I'll do something else and just, you know, go into it. All right, so I've almost completed my Ito collection. I have Love Sickness right here, and I'm glad to finally add this to my collection. I've been wanting to add this for a long time, but I could never find it at a reasonable price, or, you know, or in stock really, and I finally have it. And so I'm going to be jumping into this soon, and like I said, I'm going to do like a big ass Junji Ito video and talk about all of Ito's work. And I just realized that I grabbed the wrong volume. I grabbed Tomiya. I've had Tomiya forever. I grabbed the wrong volume. I meant to grab Uzumaki, so let me flip them around. Okay. So I had Uzumaki. I've told this story a few times, I think, on the channel. I had Uzumaki, and I gifted it to my nephew when he was like 14 or 15, and then it went out of print or something, and then it was impossible to get my hands on it again. But I finally recently got my hands on it, and I paid like $25 for it, and then I saw that somebody else had it for like 18, so I was kind of bummed out. I ended up paying like what, a few, like $7 extra or whatever for it. But like, I don't even care, dude. It's only $25 that I paid, and this thing goes for like $30. I think it retails for like $30, and it's a hefty boy. This is easily my favorite. This is easily my favorite Junji Ito story, and I love it, dude. I've read it through twice, and I 100% will go through it again and again. I had the physical, and then I even have it digitally, and yeah, it's such a phenomenal story, and it's a collection of different stories, all, you know, in this big package. It's like 3 in 1, I think, because it was broken into like smaller collections, and then it ultimately got collected into this big omnibus volume. And yeah, I love this series so much, Uzumaki, and I think this is Ito's best work to date. All right, we're getting there. After this, I got 2 more volumes. Vinland Saga Volume 3, and then Vinland Saga Volume 6. And you're probably wondering, where are 4 and 5? I got 3 because I wanted to, you know, continue. I have Volumes 1 and 2, and I've had Volumes 1 and 2 for years. And I wanted to continue from there, so I got Volume 3. And the reason that I got Volume 6 is that Volume 6 is extremely hard to come by. And I was finally able to get my hands on Volume 6, and I literally bought it, and within the day it was out of stock again. And so people must have really been waiting on this to go on sale, because like, it really did not take long at all for it to go right back out of fucking print. So yeah, I mean, I paid like $12 for it, I think, something like that, 15, and I'm seeing it on sale for like $35. So from like, you know, third-party sellers or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I'd only read the first 2 volumes, and I never continued it. I've never seen the Amazon show. Yeah, it's on Amazon. I couldn't remember where it was at, where you could watch it. Yeah, but the show's on Amazon, and I think because of the show on Amazon, it got like a huge resurgence, and it became like really popular. But I'd actually read it fucking years ago. I read it before the show was even announced. I read the first 2 volumes, and then the show was announced, and I guess the show became like fucking huge. So some of the volumes went out of print or whatever, and yeah, I mean, like, I now have through 3, and then I have 6, and I'm gonna actually have 4 and 5 in a cart, so I'll probably be getting those soon. Like, I have 4 and 5 in a cart. I also have like volumes 3 and 4 of Gomi Can't Communicate in the cart as well, and then I have 2 copies. So then I have the next copy of Berserk, also being shipped to me soon. I have Volume 4 that should be in my hands before long. This is Volume 2, right here, Deluxe Volume 2. And then Deluxe Volume 3, right here. I got these on Amazon. They went on sale out of fucking nowhere. These are really hard to come by. They were available from like third-party sellers that had questionable ratings. And to me, like, for me to buy from somebody, you have to have like a 99% or better. Like, even a 98, you know, I'll let go. I'll let a 98 go. But if you have like an 89 or something like that, dude, I'm not going to buy from you. Like, if I see like, oh, the book took 2 weeks to arrive, or it never arrived, or arrived and it arrived scuffed or whatever, if I see that sort of shit, those kind of reviews, I'm not going to buy from this person. But I saw that Amazon themselves ended up coming back into stock of these, and these were like totally gone. Like volumes 2, 3, 4, I think through 5 were gone. Volume 4 should be with me soon, so it'll probably be in my February haul if I do a February haul video, but I might not. If I don't end up buying that much stuff, you know, I might not do a February haul video. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I mean, this wasn't even supposed to be like a huge haul. The only reason this haul became huge is because of Monster. Well, Monster and fucking PLUTO. Like, I saw PLUTO on live, and I just was like, I'm just gonna buy the whole fucking set. There's no way in hell I'm gonna buy like one volume of PLUTO. Then the rest go out of sale again, or go out of print again, or whatever, you know. And it's like, I need to have it all right now. I need to have all of PLUTO. And yeah, so I ended up with all of PLUTO. I ended up with most of Monster, and it was just so wild, like, this whole month. And I was just like, you know what, since I already went this hard, I need to like go the extra mile and like get all these other things that just suddenly out of nowhere like ended up back in print. And I feel really fortunate to have these volumes, you know, to have, this should be the cover right here. This is the cover. No, it's not actually the cover, but no, I love it, dude. I love it. Look at that, man. I got volume 2, volume 3, and I got the shirt. It's so fucking sick, dude. I got this shirt from, I think their name is Ice T. Ice T something. Yeah, I'm not sure what the whole title is. I just know that it's like iced tea, and I'll link them in the description or something. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Like, they didn't sponsor this video. This is just me, being a little fanboy. And yeah, I love this. I love this sweater, and it's coming in handy because it's like below 70 degrees in Florida, so that to us is like winter. Anything below 70 degrees to a Floridian is winter because we're so used to it being like 90 fucking degrees all the time. So yeah, that's it, man. That's my haul. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Look at them boys. Look at them sweet ass boys. I love these things. They're so sweet, dude. And I have volume 1 over there. Yeah, volume 4 should be on the way, and then I have volume 5 in a cart. And yeah, I want to collect the whole set. And I actually even was thinking that once I have more of this, like once I have like 1 through 5 or something, I'll crack them open. I'll crack them open because I'm keeping them sealed right now. But I eventually do want to crack them open because I never finished the story. And even though, like, it's not over, like, it didn't really get completed because Miura passed away. And, it's tragic as hell. And, it affected so many people, so many fans, and people that were actually loyal to the man and weren't demanding, that he put out more work. People that were genuinely concerned, for his health and his well-being, accepted that, it may never end. And then he passed away, so it was pretty much confirmed that there was never going to be a true ending, to Berserk. But even then, there's so many people that have just collected and collected his work just because, it's meant so much to them. And I remember, I'm just going to drag this video out even longer. I remember being like, probably like 18 years old, and I worked at the seafood restaurant, and we're hanging out in the back, and we were talking about Berserk. I was like 18 years old. And I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore. I haven't smoked in like 10 years. But like I we're smoking a cigarette in the back, and we're talking about Berserk. And we were talking about what comes after the Golden Age arc. And I mean, I should just say what happens. But I mean, I'm sure there's somebody that, like, for whatever reason, even though this thing came out an eternity ago, doesn't know what happens after the Golden Age arc. But the thing that happens after the Golden Age arc happens. And it's just like, holy shit. And that was the anime. We were talking about the fucking anime, and it just like kind of ends there. And I thought that was it, because I didn't know the manga existed, and I thought that was it, like it just ends after the Golden Age, and that's it, and nothing else comes. And then, the next thing happens. Well, I started reading the manga online, and the next thing happens, and it just keeps going and going. And I was just like, holy fuck, this is actually like the story goes on. It's like Gantz, like where like the show ends after the temple scene, where pretty much the massacre happens, and then, that's where the show ends. But it actually just keeps going. The manga keeps going, and, you get the Osaka Arc, and you get all these other things that happen, and you get this wild ending that Gantz had. And yeah, this keeps going too. And I want to read it because I didn't really get that much. I didn't get that far into the series. I got kind of into like this point where these monsters invade a village and start assaulting the women, and then for whatever reason I just never continued it from there. And that wasn't even that far into it. That was like 100 and something volume, or 100 and something chapters, I think, into the series, or maybe less. I can't even say, dude. I have no idea. It's been years. It was like 2015 when I'd started reading it again, and then kind of like abandoned it. So that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This became way longer than I wanted it to. We're like approaching the 40-minute mark now. I'm gonna end it. Hopefully I can cut some of this talking out. Maybe I will just try to like trim it down a little bit, but regardless, it's gonna be a long video. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Oscar. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. Please tell me what manga you are currently reading. If you are currently reading a volume, I'd like to know what do you have, like, rotating volumes in your collection that you are currently reading, or is there anything new that you've just picked up? Anything that you think that I should pick up? How was your day? How are you doing? How's everything going so far in your life? I hope you're enjoying your weekend, because this should hopefully drop on a Saturday, so I hope that you have a good weekend, and I hope that you have many more. So thank you for hanging out with me. Take care of yourselves. Until next time.
How you feel when you sippin' on drip in the whip? Haters talking shit, but I stay rolling lit. Stay holding splits, man, I crave popping pills. Sluggish on the drink, bitch, I'm chugging refills. Hallucinating